Welcome back to my channel, everyone. Let's make some guava jam using some guavas from the farm, lime and ginger to make some delicious jam. So we start off by cleaning our fruits. So it was washed already, the ginger, the guava and the lime, all of them washed. Now we're going to peel off any part that is bad, like that part. And we're going to take off like the little stem part and the little end part. Yes, and now we're going to cut up our guavas into small pieces. Easy, not true? You can use a cutting board if you like, a chopping board if you like. I'm gonna freestyle with my hands. Alright, so after cutting up all the guavas, we move on to the ginger. And of course the ginger skin was thoroughly washed. So all we need to do is just cut it up. We don't need to scrape off the skin. Yeah, and we're using good amount of ginger, not too much, but enough to get the zing. Yeah, man. Alright, so there we go. Looks so beautiful. We're gonna throw this into the blender. We're blending it. This is a quick jam. Now we pour some water, but we need enough water in the blender to get the blender going. So we pour enough water just to cover the fruits and we pulse. We blend and stop. We blend and stop. After blending, we're gonna strain. Yes, we strain, and then we're just gonna ensure we get all the puree, and we'll need to leave back all the seeds in the strainer because nobody likes to eat a jam with seeds in it. Nah. Alright, so look at that beautiful puree. Now we're gonna measure out and see how much cups of puree we have. And I got her approximately 3 cups. So I know that I need to add 3 cups of sugar. Right now though, we're working on our citrus, which is lime, and you could use lemon as well. And this really gives it life. Chef Walker Barrett in culinary school taught me that adding ginger and lime to juices, to jams, to sorbets really just brightens it up and gives it life. Okay, so right now I am preparing my bottles to boil them. I need to sterilize them because we cannot put jam in dirty jars. They have to be clean. So get that going on. It should have been boiled before. Alright, so now I'm adding in my sugar, and remember, equal parts. So if you use 3 cups of puree, you use 3 cups of sugar. Simple, easy. And now bring that over to the stove to boil. Medium heat preferred. And once it starts bubbling up, watch it. If it's bubbling over, boiling over, reduce the heat. Now if it starts to have these white stuff on top, skim it off. I learned this in home economics in high school around 13 years ago. Yeah, to skim it off. That's what my home economics teacher said. I don't know why we must skim it off, but if you do know, please drop it down in the comments. I really want to know. And throughout the boiling process, please stir your jam. Do not let it burn. We need even cooking, so do that. Thank you. Alright, so our bottles are ready. We're going to take them out, let them dry. Yes, and try not touch them up and dirty them up. Alright, so our jam has been reduced. All the liquid has come out and all we have left is sugar and fruit puree, and you know it's ready when you wipe a straight line in the back of the spoon and it didn't run back together. I learned that in high school as well. Alright, so we're going to pour out our jams, cover our jams and let them cool, and then put them in the refrigerator that it can last 6 to 12 months. Yeah, and we can have a guava when the season done. And now I'm going to make my favorite peanut butter and jelly, but I'm using jam. Peanut butter and jam sandwich. Peanut butter and jam. Look at that nice guava jam. Thanks for watching, and please try this delicious jam.